So the guy who created Claude Code just dropped this tweet where he outlines 4 levels of AI adoption. So here's the whole link with the table explaining all the way from the level 0, which is when you're using 0 AI agents and you're using only Claude AI Chat or ChatGPT, and it goes all the way to the AI native, the place where you're using 1000 plus AI agents. This is crazy. This document has a lot of kind of technical jargon, and I wanted to break it down into simpler terms for you. So I created this one, kind of more beginner-friendly interpretation of that. Understanding those levels and understanding how to progress from one level to the next one will help you to 100x your AI output. Let me walk you through the levels, and I will also share on what level I am right now. So the level 1 is called the chatter. It's basically when you're using 0 AI agents, you ask, AI answers, you copy and paste it into your real work. The AI never touches your files or projects. So this is kind of very much isolated environment, and it does not really kind of help you work. You still have to manually put all the context inside the system manually. It's really not convenient. And at this point, the thing that keeps you stuck is that you think that chatting is using AI. By this map, by the opinion of this guy who created Claude Code, it barely counts. To get to the next level, which is called the micromanager, you have to start using the agentic environment. So you basically have to install the Claude Code on your computer and for the first time in your life, run the Claude command. Here, at this level, you are using just one AI agent. One agent works inside your projects, but you watch every move and approve everything it does. So you're basically babysitting. You're trying to review every single step and actually validate if it was correct, if it was fully aligned with how you think it should be done. Because maybe you think that only you understand how things should be done properly. At this point, the thing that keeps you stuck is trust. You read everything, so you can never look away. Obviously, this is suboptimal. If you're the CEO of a company, you will probably not validate the work of the bottom layers of your company, right? You just trust them, or you trust the managers that stay above those people doing the actual real work. Then we have the next level, level 2, which is called the orchestrator. At this level, you're managing roughly 10 agents. To get here, you need to start using this command called dangerously skip permissions. It's basically when you're not approving every single step, you're just telling it, hey bro, do whatever you want. You can access any sort of files, folders, do whatever, just complete the task. Of course, now the process is so much faster. And another command that might be helpful at this stage is code review. So basically, you're executing 5 to 10 agents on separate tasks at once, each checking its own work. You review results, not keystrokes. So, all of these agents, they might do so much stuff in the intermediate part of their work. They can do thinking, they can do ideation, writing code, debugging it, but you don't really need to know all that stuff. You can only validate the final result, and this code review command helps you to do that. It will spawn multiple AI agents. Some of them will do cybersecurity testing, penetration testing, some of them will do the code review and actually check out that the code is high quality, and some of them will write tests and see that there are no bugs in terms of the business logic. And at this point, you're already feeling like, okay, I'm doing something valuable, but the thing that keeps you stuck is that you're the reviewer of 6 streams of output. Steering eats your day, so it's still a lot of work to review all the outputs, And once again, as a CEO, you don't actually need to review all the work that ground level people are doing or the managers, the middle managers are doing. Still, you're doing more higher level things, so we want to elevate there. Okay, level 3 is the manager. Here you might be managing roughly 100 agents. To get here, you want to be using these 4 commands: goal, loop, ultracode, and schedule. So goal and loop are almost the same. It's basically when you're writing the whole objective, the final state that you want to get to, and then the agent will do loops until the task is done. So maybe it will need to do the task for 100 times, and only then the final outcome will be produced. You can tell it, hey, design the most perfect, you can tell it, hey, design the perfect You can tell it, hey, create the perfect design for my landing page that will be super converting optimized, and compare it to other benchmarks of my competition, and don't finish until you're done. And this task, it is kind of naturally assumes that you can do loops. You can go over and over again. You can create new iteration, review it, compare it, and then if you need, you will do another one and another one until the task is fully finished. So these goal loops, they can be running for 10 hours, 16 hours. I have a friend of mine who is an engineer in Databricks, and he was posting a screenshot on X that his thing was running for 16 hours. Oh my God. So loop is almost the same. Ultra code is a bit different. It basically enables your agent to spawn other sub-agents. So you might have this master agent, and it will create 10 more agents and tell them, hey, you are you are in charge of this part of work, you're in charge of this part of work. So it will decompose the task, and all these sub-agents, they will have their own context windows and their own kind of model separated from the master model, so it can be more efficiently using the compute resources. And schedule is all about having a task that repeats. Maybe you want one agent to do the email triage every single day, or let's say just going through the customer complaints every single day. Then this thing will be just running in the cloud infrastructure, and you're barely noticing it. It just does the work on the background. So at this level, agent launch agents. Work runs while you sleep, and did you check it becomes what context was it missing. So you never actually think about what is going on inside. You're only focused on the context that was given to this army of agents, because the context is basically your vision. What is the final outcome that we're going after? Of course, this should be communicated very clearly. And by the way, I'm using Whisperflow, this kind of voice dictation tool, to communicate a ton of context. So I can be literally dictating a prompt for 10 minutes, and then we have a ton of context explaining what is the final outcome that we are going after. And at this point, the thing that keeps you stuck is that it's not AI. It's no longer anything related to AI. It is only about your clarity. A vague vision wastes an army. So if your vision about where the business is going is not fully clear, then of course you can give this vision to the army, to this ton of agents, but what they will do, they will need to come up themselves with the exact plan, with the exact objectives, and it's probably not what you want, and they will probably waste a ton of tokens and your money. So this is not the path there, right? And then we're going into the final fourth level, which is called the CEO, the place where you're managing more than 1,000 AI agents all simultaneously. So Boris Cherny, the guy who created Claude Code, said that the majority of the engineers in Anthropic, they are at the level 3. And he personally just stopped on the level 4. This is crazy. And by the way, I read this article just 5 days ago. I think at the time I was on the level 2, but it completely changed my mind. I decided, oh my God, like this thing is moving so fast. At the beginning, it was really hard for me to even digest the level of improvement that we're observing now. But then I just told to myself, okay, let's elevate gradually. And I transitioned from the level 2 to the level 3. And now I use the goal, the ultra code a lot. It speeds up the progress a ton. Then later on, hopefully I'll get to level 4. So let me explain to you how it works and what it all means. The main thing that you will use here is Agent SDK, Claude Agent SDK. So instead of manually launching Claude Code setups in your terminal, like you're actually opening the terminal, starting a session and whatnot, instead of all that, Claude Code instances can be now launched within your backend code. So imagine something happens. Let's say a customer sends a complaint, a 1-star review. Then Claude Code instance might be spawned at this time. So it will be like a virtual employee with all of the tools at hand. It can write code, it can like review the logs of this user, understand what went wrong within the session of this user, and then suggest fixes, maybe generate a Google Slides and send it to you via Slack, and you will understand, okay, I guess we need to address this, this, and that. So basically you will have this smart proactive employee that helps you to solve all of the problems in flexible ways. You don't need to write code for each of them. You just need high-level instructions and you need to connect it using Claude Agent SDK. Honestly, I'm not at that level yet, but probably maybe in 1 month I'll be there. So at this level, events launch agents, not you. A client interview ends and then an agent turns it into content. for instance, or an order comes in and then an agent handles it. You set the direction and review the exceptions. So you're just steering with your intention, almost just controlling the whole process without going too much in details. And here, the thing that keeps you stuck is finding enough work worth automating and the right guardrails for each kind. So it's really funny that it has nothing to do with AI. It has everything to do with your vision and with your clarity about the business, about the product, about the go-to-market strategy, whatever it is that you're building. So that was it. Hopefully it was helpful. I am right now on the level 3. I want to kind of fix myself there, really feel myself confident there, and then progress to the level 4. By the way, you'll find a link to this table in the description down below. You can open it up, save it as a cheat sheet so you can look at it, understand where you are, and you can also share it with your teammates, with your friends, and hopefully all of you, myself included, will elevate to the level 4.